Shalom, call all you how about Shin Yahusha. Shalom to the elect. I was happening to look at some news that was going on online and stuff. And I've been speaking on this recently too about this pig shit. You have a lot of people that still like to eat pork, which is called swine in the scriptures, and other unlawful foods. Forbidden foods like the book of Leviticus say. Now in the previous video I made, I ain't speak on that topic, I just, left it out there for somebody to go read themselves, but I'm gonna read through it on this video because the spirit I'm going to do so. Now, all you hear in the news right now is exactly what the scripture talking about. And all the other shit that's coming out is distractions and nonsense. What it says in the book of Matthew chapter 24, verse 6, it says, "And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. All these things are the beginning of sorrows." Now, all this stuff right here, for the people to be like, oh, this book was written by a white man and all this stuff happening right now. People to be like, oh, the Bible was infiltrated. They did this and did all. No. Only time people say that type of stuff when they get cut by the scriptures and they get hurt in the spirit, and then they don't agree with it. Then they want to say that part was infiltrated or changed or whatever bullshit they come up with. But I'm gonna let some of this video play, and I'm gonna go into the book of Leviticus, and I'll pull out some more scriptures too.
Traveling right now, but most of the people in the West are failing to see this. They're failing to see not only what is happening right underneath their noses, but what is happening globally. It's not all their fault. A lot of this is kept out of sight, out of mind, and if you just are not aware of a situation, you're not going to react or act to it.
See, one thing real quick. A lot of people, they ain't even paying no attention because the information actually is out, but you got to be seeking. In the book of Luke, it said that in chapter 21, verse 34, it says, "And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, so that they come upon you unawares." So, if you just paying attention to see what's really going on, and it ain't talking about, oh, you can't have no drinks at all, nothing like that, because people do drink. We're just talking about drunkenness. You just walking around drunk, getting fucked up out your mind. You ain't really paying attention to the signs and what's going on, being alert. Hey, this stuff gonna overtake a lot of people because they ain't really expecting this. You got people talking about 5-year plans, 10-year plans, 20-year plans, what they gonna do in 2030 and shit, 2050, all type of little bullshit. But meanwhile, you got all these different countries, they gearing up for war, they testing nukes. Like the scripture said, the Lord created the smith to blow up the coals. So right now they smithing with them nukes. You got Russia and China, they just put more troops in Venezuela after the U.S. military told them to get out. And ultimately, it's these elites, these Amalekites, control the shit behind the scene. But they puppets that they pulling right now. That's who maneuvering around right now like a big chessboard. Well, I'm gonna let this play some more, and I'm going to the book of Leviticus.
Or do anything to prepare for such a situation like this. Now, in this instance, we have a lot of different factors coming into play. One, being that here in the United States, we just witnessed a lot of flooding that wiped out over 1 million cattle, all kinds of farmland. Some of the farmland still not able to basically be tilled up and to have food planted in it. Plus, in the coming weeks, we face the chance for more flooding from all the snow melting off and the springtime rains. That could devastate more farmland. Now, they talked about this, and they said that this could really catch up to the United States at the end of the year, harvest time. By then, it will be too late as things go through the roof. That's when people are going to start to feel the hurt of all this.
Yeah, because you have a lot of people like that celebrate Halloween and cook a big feast, and Thanksgiving and cook a big feast, and Christmas and cook a big feast. A lot of that food ain't gonna be accessible like that, especially when you got beef getting recalled. He about to speak on it some more in this video. I just want to give a little commentary so I can go into these scriptures because hey, through the spirit, a lot of people gonna get sick just because of these foods they eat because they're not really paying attention to what they actually get and putting in their bodies. That's why the Lord gave us directions on food. He didn't do it to be malicious. He did it to actually make it beneficial for us, health wise. Let me play this some more.
Once the next winter starts to set in. Now, if we look globally, outside of the United States, outside of that situation, we have another big time situation. And this involves pigs and pork. They're saying that an absolutely devastating disease is wiping out all kinds of herds of pigs in Asia. They're saying most of the people
And where do you think they're gonna ship it at?
on the West don't even realize what is happening. They don't even realize what's going on. They're saying since it was first detected in August, there have been 116 officially reported outbreaks of this African swine fever in China and the surrounding areas such as Cambodia, Vietnam, and China is the big.
And see, that's how them devils work. They'll take something from one region and test it out on another region just to see the reaction and see what happened. Notice he say African swine fever. What the hell is doing over in China and Cambodia? It's a whole different region of the world.
Biggest consumer of swine, of pig in the world. And this is where this crisis is sparking from, this region. Now they're saying that this whole thing spreads very quickly. There's no cure. And that it kills almost every single pig that it comes in contact with.
So imagine what it's gonna do to people.
And plus, it's devastating to humans, they're saying as well. And it's unchecked. So this is a situation that is continuing to grow.
All right, I'm gonna just let that pause right there. Now I'm gonna go into the book of Leviticus. I don't want to make this too long. Just get straight to the point. The reason why it's beneficial to eat a certain diet. Of course, like the scripture say in the book of Ezekiel, we should eat defiled bread amongst the Gentiles. But amongst all that food, you got to take the good with the bad. Get the best of the worst, so to say. Because there's still certain foods you can eat health-wise that's more beneficial. You'll be more energetic. It'll make you more alert brain-wise. Your sleep patterns will be different. Your skin will shine different. Like, for example, I left out some on the other video, honey, which is a significant thing. That's why you don't see many bees like that, because they've been trying to kill the bees off. But bee venom actually contributes to the cure of AIDS and HIV. That's what these doctors was trying to bring out. And then they killed their ass. But hey, once again, fuck them devils. Because they got a lot of shit to pay for. But I'm going to go into the book of Leviticus in chapter 11. It says, "And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, speaking to the children of Israel, saying, These are the beasts which you shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth. It said, Whatsoever part of the hoof and is cloven footed and true of the cud among the beasts, that shall you eat." Like stuff like deer meat, you got the cows, certain stuff like that, the lamb. You say, "Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew of the cud, or of them that devour the hoof, as the camel, because he chew of the cud, but devour not the hoof. He is unclean unto you. And the coney, because he chew of the cud, but devour not the hoof, he is unclean unto you. And the hare, because he chew of the cud, and devour not the hoof, he is unclean unto you. And the swine, though he devour the hoof, and be cloven footed, yet he chew not the cud, he is unclean unto you." Now, going to that swine thing again. They eat shit, literally. They eat all the dead stuff and whatever else they can get their mouth on. So, if you're in your right frame of mind, which a lot of people not, why would you eat something? Just eat shit. You might as well go get you some shit and eat it too. But I'm gonna read on some more. It's in verse 8. It says, "Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean unto you. These shall you eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall you eat. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas, and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and any living thing which is in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you. They shall be even an abomination unto you. You should not eat of their flesh, but you shall have their carcasses in abomination. Whatsoever have no fins or nor scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you. And these are they which which ye shall have an abomination among the fowls. They shall not be eaten. They are an abomination. The eagle, the ostrich, and the Salaki, it said the ostrich and the osprey. It says and the vulture and the kite after this kind. Talk about the hawk. It says even raven after his kind, and the owl and the night hawk, and the cuckoo and the hawk after his kind, and a little owl and a cormorant, and the great owl and the swan, the pelican, and the gyre eagle, which is the golden vulture, and the stork, the heron after her kind, and the lapwing, and the bat. All fowls that creep going upon all four shall be an abomination unto you. Yet these may ye eat of every flying creeping thing that goeth upon all four, which doth have legs above their feet, to leap withal upon the earth. Even these of them you may eat, the locust after his kind, and the bald locust after his kind, and the beetle after his kind, and the grasshopper after his kind. And the reason why, because you'll hear that stuff and be, oh, that's nasty. Why would you eat something like that? Which is, you look at it from an outward appearance, it do look nasty. But it's because of their diets. They eat the grains and stuff, grass, berries, all type of other nutritious stuff. So technically, when you eat that, you getting that nutritious stuff. Compared to if you eat an owl or a vulture or something, when they eating dead animals and shit and getting parasites and bacteria in them. If you try to eat something like that, because there's people that mess around with that stuff too, and they fuck around and get sick. But let me read on some more. Verse 23 says, but all other flying creeping things which have 4 feet shall be an abomination to you. And for these you shall be unclean. Whosoever toucheth the carcass of them shall be unclean until the even. And whosoever bear aught of the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the even. The carcass of every beast which devoureth the hoof and is not cloven-footed, nor chew of the cud, are unclean unto you. Everyone that toucheth them shall be unclean. And whosoever goeth upon his paws among all manner of beasts that go on all four, those are unclean unto you. Because you got these damn these Ammonites, which is the Japanese, and these Moabites, which is the Chinese and other nations amongst them over there in that region. They like to eat dogs and cats and shit. But see, they can eat that because they heathens. But this law was for Israel. Now the scripture say, roughly paraphrasing, the laws and statutes were given unto Jacob, which Jacob's name was changed unto Israel. That's why I say speaking to the children of Israel, not speaking to these heathens, because they gonna eat that shit, octopus and squid and sushi and shit, eels, gator tail, bullfrogs, all type of weird ass shit they eat. A lot of people ain't supposed to eat that stuff, but a lot of people are hard-headed. So that's why when this famine and this plague hit on a high level, a lot of people gonna get sick because of this shit, just from being hard-headed. Because the Most High, he long-suffering, and he got everything lined up how it's supposed to be lined up. That's why all these events happen. Earthquakes, weather out of control. It's gonna be even more ramped up as spring pass and summer come. So be alert, man. If you really watching these videos and come across any other Akim watching these videos, this ain't no game. This ain't something just to do because somebody bored or something. This, you get the word out, get the message out, allow other people to get alert so they can get other people alert. Ultimately seal the elect and glorify the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. So, Lord's willing, this was edifying. And call all Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua and shalom to the elect and all the apostles and other teachers. And I'll make something else later on, Lord's willing.